Home of the $60 kilo. All right. Biden's canceling student debt for more than 160,000 borrowers. I can't stand the drip drip. They do this all the time. It's what they kept doing with the Ukraine funding. Oh, we just need to get this $86 billion. And then the next month, we just got to get them another $145 billion. And then you got to go back and read every single one so you can get to some total. It's like, just give it to me straight. And I get it. Biden's got an election to lose, so he's got to figure out who he can bribe. And the construction workers, they're going to be Team Trump no matter what. Unless maybe if you cut those guys $35,000 checks and said, hey, listen, take the year off or put down a down payment on a house 45 years ago. Guys, here, free lunch for a whole year. And then you can pick a specific restaurant, give these guys gift cards, help those people, and then all of a sudden they turn up and they all got McDonald's gift cards and the dollar menus, like the $75 menu, and they realize they only had lunch for a week. But listen, inflation's going to happen whenever you give people free money. At least they get to have the enjoyment of feeling like they had something, even if it was just for a brief moment in time where you felt like you were wealthier until everyone else went to spend the money as well, and then the prices went up. There was that brief moment in time where you got to feel good. And isn't that all you really want? Are those little brief moments in time where you actually feel like a winner? Anyways, Biden's canceling student debt for more than 160,000 borrowers. I have no idea what the total is. I have no idea who this money's going to. I don't know if these are the wealthy upper middle class kids who got their graduate degrees and are making more money than all of us right now. I don't know if it's the kids that were ripped off on liberal arts things and classes that would never make them a penny, and somehow the schools aren't responsible. This is how at least you unwind stupidity. Is so you end up with this tragedy of kids that were sold on, hey, learn about gender studies, realize that there was absolutely no degree that they could get for it, and at least they pass it on to the next generation. Hey, listen, study something in school that you might actually get a job for. And then maybe at some point all those professors get fired, and then these lanes of stupidity in our society just die off because nobody needs them, there's no money in them, and they end up being embarrassed when all of a sudden you're an old guy at a bar and going, I used to be a gender studies person, and my God, the prestige that existed, and me complaining about how the other white men were a problem. That's how at least stupidity can die off. But if every single time the Fed gets to bail out every person that's being an idiot, the profits are in being the biggest idiot, or being smart enough that you want to group yourself in with the other idiots so that, to make sure that you're in line for the bailout. You gotta go out there every single day, be like a weatherman for stupidity, where you take the temperature of what are the biggest dumbasses doing, and how do I make sure that I'm in with them so that I can get a bailout. And that's the banking system in a nutshell. I think at a minimum, though, here's at a minimum, all right? Any of these people that got student loan debts, they got to go to summer camp, they got to party in college, they got to feel like a rock star, they didn't learn anything, they were in their frats, going out on dates, sleeping with college-age women, having the time of their life, then leaving, going back to live in dad's house, realizing that they're a loser, realizing that there were no really good job prospects, saddled with debt, and now they get a bailout. Or maybe they're living a great life because they're just one of those people that just always manages to win. Hey, they got the right degree, they got the right job, and now all of a sudden, next year they're going to be making $250,000 a year, but they're lucky that they're still under whatever the quota is for who's going to get a bailout. And so now government just sends them a free check for $35,000. As far as I'm concerned, these people need to start making some sort of a contribution to humanity. They should be picking up tabs at the bar. They should just be, you know what, guy, drinks on me. Everyone that's sitting next to me. I just got a Biden check. I didn't deserve it. They should be at the airport just picking up random people's luggage and go, hey, let me help you out. No, you don't have to do that. No, I just got a check from the government, so I got to do something to help out. They should just be valeting our cars. I should see these people on the side of the road with the convicts maintaining the highways. Because it's going to happen pretty soon. Let me tell you, in about a month, I'm going to be driving back from the city at 2 in, yelling that I have to sit in traffic because they shut down a lane of the Merritt Parkway so that they could trim the brushes at 4 in. They should have recent college graduates out there who just got their loans taken away from the government. Even if it's one day, drive past the people and see who collected this loan so that you can shame them and then find out whether or not they needed it. Just something. Some sort of a gesture. And here was Pierre Jean, whatever. I don't know her name. I don't know why I don't know her name. The lady's been around long enough. I should know her name, but I haven't cared to learn her name. Here she is commenting on why some people get the money, why others do not.
Just to put a fine point on it right now, for the 4.7 million Americans who have received this debt relief, the average, as you said at the start of this visit, was $35,000 their relief has been for. So I guess why don't those individuals who didn't receive $35,000 in debt cancellation deserve a $35,000 check from other Americans for what other means they would want to use it?
You're talking about
Those people who didn't go to college, so they're not getting debt relief, the $35,000 that they don't get because they didn't go.
We're talking about folks who are in debt who are literally being crushed. Literally being crushed because they took
All right, let's just pause it there for 1 second. And I'd like to know, is that even true? Is that even true? Like, if we held your feet to the fire and said, okay, is this money just going to people that are literally being crushed? I'm going to guess based on things that I've read previously, you've probably got a lot of kids from middle-class families who are doing okay in life, probably better than some of the kids that didn't have the opportunity to go to college, and now have future earnings potential that are significantly greater than the kids that couldn't afford to go to college. And they're the ones that you're giving free money to, mostly because you're trying to buy votes. And that's what you're really doing here. Instead of, oh, these people are being crushed. How many of them are really being crushed? What percentage of the people that you gave the money to, is that even an accurate description? And if the idea here is, all right, listen, there's people out there, and we're fully socialist now, and we want to make sure we can afford to help out anybody and anyone at any given time. Modern monetary theory, money's endless, and so anyone that's suffering, it's because we just chose to have this person suffer. So then why is it the people with the college degrees, with the higher income earning potential, are the ones that are going to get the free money? Unless you believe that college is fraudulent and the kids shouldn't continue going because they don't have higher income earning potential. And so why wouldn't you make that a policy decision? Listen, we're going to bail some people out, but we're no longer going to make loans available to colleges because it's a scam and it doesn't increase their earning potential. And if it does increase their earning potential, then why are those the ones who are being crushed that are getting a bailout? How many people are like 66, 70, 67 years old, can't afford their medications? I'm not pro-socialism, but I'm just saying if the standard is, all right, people out there are being crushed, we have to help out, why are you giving the free money to the people who went to college and should have a higher income earning potential? And if they don't have a higher income earning potential, then why isn't that part of what you're fixing here and warning future kids not to take on debt? Aren't you actually just proliferating the problem, and that colleges now can, I guess, saddle kids with more debt because there's probably opportunities for bailouts down the line the next time Democrats can't win an election? Let's continue.
financially. Okay, is that okay with you? Okay, but I know, but crushed financially. And so they're trying to get their lives back on track, right? They're trying to get into a place because they took a bet on themselves in a different way, right? A bet of themselves in going to college. And some of them, it is difficult to do that, right? And they did that. Financially, it's hurt them, and we want to give them that breathing room.
So, guys, I don't know. Maybe there needs to be the government breathing room rally. And if you're out there and you just need a little bit of breathing room from the government, show up and start rallying your congressman, because the government understands if you need breathing room, they've got free money available. And it sounds to me it's not a function of college. It's just that people need breathing room. So I don't understand why we wouldn't be able to extend this to other demographics. All right, what else we got, producer man? I know we